Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I decided to film this look. It's kind of like my go-to glam. I didn't have that in mind. I didn't really know what I wanted to film today actually, so I'm kind of like all over the place. But yeah, this is usually the look I would go for when I'm going out. Besides the glitter, I'll usually have a shimmer but not glitter. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I keep looking this direction, it's because my mirror is literally right here, so yeah. Which I have to clean, but whatever. Also, we have some uninvited guests up here. I don't know how, but I literally just woke up like a few days ago and I was breaking out, and my skin has been treating me so good recently, so I don't even know why or how. But so if you want to know how to get this look, then keep on watching. Hey guys, so as you can see, I already did both brows and one eye off camera. So just to begin, I'm going to conceal my eyelids using my L'Oreal Infallible concealer, and then I'm just going to set that with my Airspun loose face powder. This is just to cancel out any type of redness or darkness on my eyelids, and then I set it to make sure that I have a smooth surface so it's easier to blend out the shadows. Alright, now I'm going to take the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm going to go in with the Candid Peach color, which is like a pink color. And I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, and this is going to be our transition shade, so we're just going to apply that kind of like on the crease and above the crease. Next, we're going to take the shade Puree and a smaller, more dense brush, and I'm just going to focus that on the outer corner and my crease. And then of course you just want to blend that out with the big fluffy brush again. Alright, next we're going to dip into that Summer Yum shade from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And again with our small dense brush, and just apply that on the outer corner and on our crease. And then of course blend that out with our big fluffy brush. You want to make sure when you're blending, you're not just blending in windshield wiper motions, but also in circular motions. As well as when you're blending higher up, you want to make sure you're applying less pressure on your brush. The more pressure you apply, the more it's going to blend it out, and if it's way too high, it's just going to look way too messy. You don't want your eyeshadow like all the way up to your eyebrow, so make sure to apply less pressure the higher up you go. Alright, now we're going to dip into our Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and we're going to take the shade Cypress Umber, which is just a dark brown, on a pencil brush, and apply that on like the outer V kinda, and then of course blend that out with our big fluffy brush again. Then I'm just going to dip back into the shade and apply a little bit more and then blend out again. You want to gradually go darker and darker, so apply a little bit and then blend it out, and then if it's not dark enough, apply a little bit more and then continuously blend. You don't just want to add too much on and then try to blend it out, because you're going to be sitting there for like an hour trying to blend it out, because darker colors are very hard to blend. Alright, next I'm going to go in with black and a pencil brush, and I'm literally just going to lightly dab that onto the outer corner. And I am also going into the eye, but very low, not even on the crease, so that when I blend it out, it doesn't get too high up. Alright, next I'm going to take White Peach from the Sweet Peach palette and just apply that onto the inner corner about halfway into the eye, and then blend that out with the fluffy brush so it blends with all the other colors on the eye. Next I'm going to take this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Cottage Cheese, and I'm just going to take that on a flat brush and just apply that just so we have some shimmer. And then I'm going to take this Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in the shade Glam Rock and just apply a few specks of glitter. Not way too much. I'm not going to pack on the glitter because I don't want it to be too shimmery. And then I'm just going to let that dry. You want to make sure that you let it dry because this is wet. So if you look up, it will transfer onto your crease. So just make sure you let that dry before you do anything else. Then I'm just going to apply my falsies with a tweezer, and then I'm going to apply mascara over top of that so I can blend the falsies and my real lashes together. Alright, moving on to the face. I'm going to go in with my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray and just apply that everywhere. I kind of use this as a primer because it does make my skin kind of tacky as it dries, so yeah. And then I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and first I'm just going to dot that like on the bottom half of my face, like my cheeks, my nose, and around my mouth, and then just blend that in with my damp beauty sponge, and then later on I'm going to go into my forehead and then my neck. Alright, next I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealers, and I'm going to apply that under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, kind of around my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. I apply under my eyes to conceal any darkness, and then I do like around my nose and my chin just to kind of highlight so my face doesn't look uneven. And then of course just blend that in with your damp sponge. Alright, next to set my under eyes, I'm just going to use my Airspun Loose Face Powder. And I'm not going to bake my under eyes since I do have dry skin. I'm just going to dab the powder into my under eyes. Alright, and for the rest of my face, I'm just going to set that with my Fit Me powders and a big fluffy brush. And to bronze, I'm going to use MAC Give Me Sun, and first I'm just going to dab that on my cheeks, and then after dabbing that in, that's when I'm going to start rubbing the bronzer in. I like to just dab it first just to make sure it's not moving my foundation around too much. And I'm also going to apply that on my forehead and around my jaw area. Alright, next to contour my cheeks, I'm just going to be going in with this shade called Sculpt from the Tarteist Pro Glow palette, and I'm just applying that on my cheekbones, and I am going to apply that also around my forehead. I did like this shade before, but this day I remember I was having some problems with blending it out. I don't know like why. I've used it before and I really liked it, but I don't know if it was because it was the first time I was using it in this lighting that I was kind of having some trouble, so I don't know how I feel about this contour shade now. And now to clean up that bronzer and that contour, I'm just going to bake using my Airspun Loose Face Powder. And I'm just going to let that bake sit and continue the rest of my face. So I'm going to be using MAC Warmsoul Blush, and I'm just applying that on my cheeks. Alright, now I'm going to go into the under eyes, and I'm going to use the same shades I did up top. So first going in with Candid Peach again, which is that pink shade, and a fluffy brush. Alright, next I'm going to mix the shade Puree and Summer Yum on a smaller, more dense brush, and I'm just applying that over that Candid Peach shade. And here I'm just blending the top and the bottom together. Then I'm going to go back into that Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette and take that dark brown shade and a smaller brush and just apply that closer to the lash line. And then of course just blend that all together with a fluffy brush. Alright, next I'm going to take this NYX Wonder Pencil. It's in the shade Light. Alright, so I'm taking that NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Light, and I applied that to my waterline, and then I applied more mascara on my bottom lashes. And here I'm contemplating if I want to keep that eyeliner on, because I usually do black liner, so this was very like out of the norm for me. Alright, next to highlight, I'm going in with L'Oreal Gilded Honey, and I'm just applying that on my cheekbones, my nose, and on my chin. And on my brow bone, of course. And then of course I ended up changing my mind and going with the usual black liner on the waterline instead. And then we're just going to dust off that bake with that face brush that we used to set our face before. Alright, next to line my lips, I'm going to go in with this NYX lip liner in the shade London. And I'm just going to apply that all over my lips. I'm not just going to line them, I'm going to fill it in as well. And then I'm going in with this Revlon lipstick, which I don't know if it's out anymore because I've had this for so long. I usually use MAC Myth, but I couldn't find that lipstick, so instead I use the Revlon 001 in the shade Nude Attitude. And then I put lip gloss over top and then just set my face with that rose water, and that's the final look. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!